Hi, I'm Amy. Welcome to the video. In today's video, we are going to be doing a full face of Wet n Wild Cosmetics. This is one of my favorite drugstore brands, so I'm really excited to show you some of my favorites as well as try some new products. If you want to see how I created this look using just Wet n Wild, just keep watching. Okay, I'm really excited about today's video because I love a lot of the stuff that I've tried from Wet n Wild. So I do have a lot of favorites here, but I do have a few new products that I've never tried before. So one of the things I really do love from Wet n Wild, and you will be able to tell by how much I have, is their foundations. They have some of the best, most affordable foundations at the drugstore. So no matter if you prefer it in a compact like a cushion foundation, a liquid, I have the dewy one and the regular one, and then also the stick. Any way that you go here, you are going to be happy. So one thing I've never tried from them though, that people have raved about for years, is the Wet n Wild concealer, the Photo Focus concealer. So I don't know which foundation I'm going to use today, but I'm going to base it off the color because I have a few different colors. So I'm going to swatch. From top to bottom, I have the concealer in light ivory, and then I have the original foundation in nude ivory, the dewy foundation in shell ivory, the cushion foundation in light ivory, and that one's really hard to see because it's a very light swatch. And then I have the stick foundation in shell ivory, and then at the bottom, the stick foundation in classic ivory. We're gonna do the stick foundation, which is actually probably my favorite of their formulas. Okay, do I have a clip here? Don't mind these scratches if you can see them. They're just from my fingernails touching my skin because I'm that sensitive. Okay, so I'm gonna use the e.l.f. foundation blurring brush for this. I really like to use brushes for stick foundations, and I am going to swipe the classic ivory just straight onto my face, and I'm gonna go on like the main part of my cheeks here. As you can see, it's a little bit warm for me. And then I'm gonna take the lighter color in shell ivory and go kind of here to hopefully help that blend in, and a little here, you know, go ham, you know, more is more. So, and then I'm just gonna take it, go in circular motion, and really buff it in. So I really buff it in to kind of spread the color around and mix those two shades. And then at the end, I'll kind of pounce to make sure I get in all my nooks and crannies here. As you can see, putting that lighter one down here really helped it blend into my neck. And it's a nice, dewy, kind of light to medium coverage. I've never tried to build it up, but I like the coverage that it gives me. It kind of evens out my skin tone, and I just love the finish of it. I think that actually turned out being an okay color for me. So now I'm going to use the concealer, which I've never used. And I think I'm going to do one eye at a time, and then we can see. Okay, that's not that bad of a color, right? Okay, it's got like a baby doe foot applicator. It feels quite creamy, not too thin, but not super thick or anything. And I am gonna go all the way down here because, as you can see, I still have redness. I don't know if you can see that actually. I have some redness still peeking through because this foundation is more of like a natural bay, you know? This was one that I used to wear to the office a lot. It looks like, oh my gosh, in the monitor, it's a mirror. It looks very blanked out. In the mirror, it looks really good. It's like the same kind of natural finish. It's got a, I don't think it's got a glow to it, but it isn't matte. And it doesn't look too thick, and it isn't getting into those teeny tiny lines. Sometimes some concealers instantly get into those teeny tiny lines and they're like, here I am. I'm like, please stop. So I think that looks pretty good. And the color looks really good too, actually. Yeah, I think that looks really good. I like it. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, I was scared that I wasn't gonna like it. I was scared it was gonna be super dark because for some reason these drugstore companies have really fair foundation shades, but not a concealer shade that is even as fair as the fairest. And I'm like, you gave yourself a benchmark. You should at least hit that benchmark, right? Right. Am I asking for too much? I don't think so. Before I get into the powders, actually, I have this Mega Glow Hello Halo Liquid Highlighter. The shade is Halo Goodbye. It's like a nice pale pink color, and this one has a big doe foot. Yeah, I'm gonna put some of this on. I don't know if you can see the difference. I can see it in person. It's really pretty, and it's really thin. Like, it's not like sticky and balmy. It's just like feels almost the same consistency as like the concealer. So I'm gonna put a little more on this side, maybe there, maybe there. I don't know if I love it on my nose. My nose is a little bit dry here. I don't know if you can see that, and it kind of picked up on the texture right in there. But I like it on my cheeks, and I like it on the lip. So I have the Mega Glow contouring palette here in Dulce de Leche. I was like, I know there's a shade because there's more than one of these. So here's what that looks like. And the colors aren't the best, but it's what I have. And then I also have the Photo Focus translucent powder. So I'm gonna put a little bit of translucent under my eyes. So I think it looks good. It looks very smooth, but I do think it made my under eyes a little bit dark. And you can still see the glow of the foundation through the powder and the glow of the highlight through the powder. So I think they're good powders. They're just not pale enough for me to use on a regular basis. So I do like to do my highlighter before I do my bronzer and blush. And I know I did the liquid highlighter, but I have this Mega Glow highlighting palette. And then these are the shades. Obviously this one would be a bit dark for me, but it has White Lily, Blossom Glow. So we have White Lily, Blossom Glow, Golden Flower Crown, and Golden Hibiscus. And I'm gonna use this BH Pro number 18 brush here and just tap into it, knock off the excess. It's definitely like the same shade as the liquid highlight we use, kind of a more pinky pale color. So I like that, goes with my little dress. Okay, so I like that. All right, now we are going to dip into the bronzer side of this, or the contour side of this, with this BH Cosmetics number 5 brush. But it actually has like more of a red undertone. I don't know if you can tell that here. I thought it was gonna be quite orange, but it's not. Next I have this blush. It is the color Pinch Me Pink, and it's just one of their color icon blushes. This looks like a soft pink with lots of little gold glitters. Lots and lots of gold glitters. Let's see, I don't know, can you see them in there? Like, the amount of glitter in here reminds me of a sequin shade for your eye. So I'm very nervous. I'm gonna take this e.l.f. 105 brush. So I'm going to press in here like this. and get this pretty coated and knock it off and hope we lose the glitter. You can see the glitter. I don't know if you can, but I definitely can. And I'm not seeing much pigment aside from the glitter. I mean, my mirror is a full arm length away from me and I can see the glitter. I'm not having to get up close to see the little particles. It's a nice enough color. It's kind of just like the color of my cheeks before I put foundation on. I'm gonna do my eyebrows, which is, I'm using this Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Retractable Brow Pencil in Ash Brown. It looks like this. I've clearly lost the lid to this side. And the tip is one of those like rounded triangle situations. It's okay. Okay, I do have a few eye products here. So I have 3 of the little palettes that look like this. They're the new color icon ones. I have Nude Awakening, which, let me do one at a time and I'll show you. I have Nude Awakening here. My Glamour Squad. And then I have Rosé in the Air. I think I'm gonna go with the Nude Awakening one because it does, I mean, it has some deeper smoky shades, but it does have this like pink, a few pink pale shimmers, which I think will look good with my outfit. So we're gonna go with that one today. I'm gonna start out with my NYX number 16 brush and the lighter transition shade here. The NYX number 43 brush with the same color underneath my eyes. Okay, I'm gonna take this burgundy-ish shade here on the BH number 17. I take the NYX 43 again. I take this NYX Cosmetics little concealer brush. So let's see. Just tapping this on, and then I'm gonna do a wipe to get that inner corner. It's really pretty, soft, kind of rosy tone. It's rosy, but it's also kind of mauvey. You know, it's got like a taupey coolness to it, but it's quite rosy, I feel. You know? I am going to apply a little bit more to my brush and then spray it with the Photo Focus setting spray here. I just have the original one. I know they have like scents, different scents now, like rose and cucumber or something, but I don't have those. I have this one. Spray it a little bit and try it again. There we go. And then, you know, I like to, while this is still wet, which it did give a little bit more of a reflect, take more of the powder and go back over it again. There's that. A little more foiled, a little more, like, this looks like I did everything with a blending brush. You know, it's very soft, very wispy. It's a look. This one looks a little bit more precise, a little bit more reflective, a little bit more dramatic, even though it's a pretty pale overall look. Same thing to the other side. And now I'm gonna take my trusty Sigma E30 and I'm gonna go into the palest pink shade here and go in my inner corner. Before I put on any kind of eyeliner or mascara, I am going to spray my face down with the Photo Focus spray. It's pretty decent, not the best mist, but I'm going to just lightly tap over while this dries. I purchased this Mega Volume mascara and it came with a black eyeliner. I don't know if this look necessarily needs a black eyeliner, but what is this called? The Wet n Wild Mega Last Retractable Eyeliner in Blackest Black. So I'm gonna just take it on the outer corner here and just give a little I don't like this. It's too dry of a formula. I'm gonna have to hold my eye a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and try to use this in the waterline, at least in the outer corner. Yeah, okay, it goes on my waterline. Maybe that's what it's for. Although I definitely think brown would have been better for what I had going on. They gave me black, so I used it. Okay. Let's use this mascara. It is the Wet n Wild Mega Volume in Very Black, and it looks like this. And then the wand is like this. Guys, I thought you said Mega Volume? Can you even see my eyelashes? I like to think I have pretty long eyelashes, and you can't even see my eyelashes right now. So that I don't like. That was supposed to be for volume. Moving on to lips, I have 5 of their gel lip liners and 2 of their, what do they call these? Liquid catsuit glosses, and then 1 of, this is supposed to be their clear gloss, but I clearly have used it after using something else. Here are the shades. From the top to the bottom, we have Never Petal, oh my gosh, Never Petal Down, Think Flamingos, Sand Nudes, Bear to Comment, and Gone Burgundy. I think I'm gonna use Bear to Comment and then maybe darken the outer corners with the burgundy shade. Let's first wipe off my lips because that looks gross. And then take Gone Burgundy and deepen up the outer corners. Ooh! That's really dark, okay. Okay. Look crazy. Perfect. So I'm gonna go in with Chic or Chick Got Real, which is a little bit more pinky. I'm gonna put Sand Nudes in the middle a little bit. And here's the finished look. Let's run through all the products actually real quick. And I will tell you what I recommend and what I don't. Lip liners, absolutely get your hands on them. These liquid catsuit lip glosses, I love these. They're pigmented lip glosses, and they're actually kind of a dupe for the Dose of Colors lip glosses. I have a pink color that really, I think it's Dolly. It looks really close to this one in Chic Got Real, so highly recommend these if you have not tried them. The setting spray, I enjoy it. I mean, it doesn't like dry matte, which I like, but that means I don't know if it's gonna make my makeup last longer. But it does look, my base products look really, really good. Speaking of base products, let's go through those. Foundations, yes. Stick foundations, 100%. The cushion foundation, 100% if you can find a shade. And then the other two foundations, I do really like those, the Original Photo Focus and the Dewy Photo Focus, although they're not my favorites. The stick foundation is definitely my favorite of their formulas. The concealer, I am really pleasantly surprised by this. I thought I was not gonna like it, but I guess there's a reason that it is a cult classic. I really like this. I do wish they had more colors. I think there's only like 5 or 6 colors, so that kind of sucks. But I like it. It gave me good coverage. It still looks good after being powdered and sitting here for a while. Speaking of powder, I do like this powder. Like I said, it just doesn't brighten my under eyes and or keep the brightness that the concealer gives me, so I don't use it that often. This Mega Glow contouring palette, I can't recommend this. There's only 2 shades, I believe, and this is the lighter shade, and I just don't think it really works for my skin tone. And I do have a fair complexion, but I don't have the fairest complexion. There are definitely people that are more fair than me, so, and I'm sure that the deeper one does not go past a tan skin tone. So, the blush, absolutely not. No. The liquid highlight, I actually really liked this. I don't use liquid highlights very often, but I have been getting way more into cream products and way more into like a more dewy, unpowdered look. And it does dry down. There's no stickiness to it whatsoever, which I really like. So I do recommend this. The eyeliner and the brow product, no. Those are my thoughts. The highlighter palette, I liked the highlighter, the powder highlighter that I used, and I'll probably be able to get use out of 2 of the shades. This one, which is like very purple, unless I do like an avant-garde look or use it on my eyes, I'm not really sure I'm gonna get any use out of it. And then the darker shade, I could maybe use as like a bronzer topper, and I could definitely use it as an eyeshadow. So I think that they do sell these individually. So I would recommend getting the one that fits your skin tone best rather than getting the palette. But I am glad I got the palette so I could see which one I would like. The mascara is like the most disappointing product. I love mascara and I love the way it really finishes a look for me. I don't usually wear falsies that often. I'm not very skilled in that yet. So I love having a nice voluminous thickening mascara, and this just honestly, for saying volume so big on the packaging, there is literally no volume. And then these little eyeshadow palettes, if there is one that you are drawn to, go get it. They are so inexpensive and they are so good. Like, I really do like this one. I haven't used it that much, but I really enjoy the look that I came up with today, and I do like all 3 of the ones that I have. Not every single formula that's in them is the greatest. It depends on what you're looking for. I am more of like a metallic person, kind of like what I've got on my eyes right now, and not really a glitter person. And I find that most of these are more of a shimmer or metallic look rather than a highly glittery look. But I do like the formula. It's very inexpensive and it's really good. Like really good compared to the price. It's not really good compared to everything I own, but for the price, it is definitely worth it. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.